Welcome to the California Avenue Return to School Plan. I will be going over the school plan that we will be using as we have students return to school for the 2020-2021 school year. At this time, we are looking at starting on Monday, October 26th. If that does change, we will be starting on November 3rd, 2020. As students arrive to school, we are going to start with October 26th or November 2nd with our transitional kindergarten and kindergarten students. They will be the first students that will be on the campus. 2 weeks later, we will have our first, second, and third grade students. And then 2 weeks later after that, we will have our fourth and fifth grade students. So if we start on October 26th with our TK and K, our first, second, and third grade students would start November 2nd, and our fourth and fifth will start November 16th. But if we start on November 2nd with our TK and K, then our first, second, and third grade students will start November 16th, and our fourth and fifth will start December 7th. We'll be letting you know when the date will be that we will begin allowing students to come back onto the campus. Morning routine. Parents are requested to take student temperatures prior to leaving home for school. Parents are asked also to keep students home who are showing any flu-like symptoms. Parents are also asked to keep students home for 48 hours after a fever or flu-like symptoms subside. And parents and students are requested to participate in mask wearing, social distancing, and sanitation procedures. At school, all staff and students are required to wear a mask while at California Avenue Elementary School. All teachers will be wearing a cloth mask, and students will be provided with one school cloth mask and one white cloth mask that they are required to wear throughout the school day. We have several gates on the campus that we'll be using for students to arrive at school. The 8th Street gate will be open for our TK and kindergarten students. This gate is the closest gate to the TK and kindergarten playground and where the students will be eating breakfast. So we do want to make sure that our TK and kindergarten students use that gate. The A5, A6 gate will be used by our bus riders. It can also be used by other students, but that is where our bus riders will be going in. We also have our cafeteria gate that will be open for students to enter the campus. At this time, we will not allow any parents on the campus, so you will have to drop off your child at the gate. Staff at the gate will have hand sanitizer and do a temperature check. Students will then pick up their breakfast and they will walk to the designated table to eat breakfast. Let's look at the weekly schedule. So students in Group A, they'll be Monday at school. Tuesday, they'll be working at home on classroom activities. Wednesday, all of our students will be on distance learning. On Thursday, our Group A will be back at school. And Friday, the students will be working at home on classroom activities. For students in Group B, on Monday, they'll be working at home on classroom activities. On Tuesday, they'll be at school. Wednesday, all of our students will be on distance learning. Thursday, the students will be working at home on classroom activities. And Friday, they'll be back at school. So depending on what group your student is in, they will follow the schedule for Monday through Friday. The teachers will be letting you know for the TK and K if your child's in Group A or Group B. Classroom protocols. Students will be seated 3 feet from one another in the classroom. This also includes for small group tables and any instructional area. 2 desks will be placed together, one desk for Group A and another desk for Group B. Each desk will have a desk shield on the desk. All manipulatives and other materials will be packaged for each student. Students will also have individual whiteboards. Students will not be sharing any supplies in the classroom. Bathroom procedures. Our TK and K will be escorted to the bathroom one at a time. Our bathrooms will be cleaned frequently. and we will have designated bathrooms per grade level. Lunch procedures. Students will sit 3 feet apart at the picnic tables, and the picnic tables have been labeled for each grade level and for each class, and they've also been marked with where the student will need to sit at the table. We have tables throughout the campus, so students will be seated throughout different areas on the campus. And lunch, students will pick up the lunch bag in the classroom and walk to the designated table. Chromebooks, TK and K, your Chromebooks will stay at home. The teacher will let the other grades know if the students need to bring the Chromebook to school. Gates for dismissal. The 8th Street gate, once again, will be used for TK and kindergarten students. A5, A6 gate will be for our bus gate and also for our 3rd through 5th grade students. The playground gate will be for our 1st grade students, and the cafeteria gate will be for our 2nd grade students. At this time, starting next week, Monday, October 26th or November 2nd, we will be using the 8th Street gate for TK and kindergarten, and we'll also be using the A5, A6 gate for the bus gate. The other gates will stay closed. Please arrive on time to pick up your student. We cannot take students to the office. We need to make sure that the students stay in the classroom, and we need to make sure that they're socially distanced. It's very important that you're here on time to pick up your student because we want to make sure that everyone is safe on the California Avenue campus. Timelines. The end of the first trimester is February 19th. The opportunity to return to in-class instruction is February 22nd. So if you went on the VIP program, you will have to stay on it till February 19th, and you would be able to return to class if you decide to on February 22nd. The deadline to transfer to class instruction will be Friday, January 29th. So you will have to let the school know by January 29th if your child is going to come back to school. Students who request transfers to VIP after the trimester begins will be considered on a case-by-case situation. Questions. If you have any questions that you would like us to address during tonight's Zoom session, please make sure that you send them to support@riverbank.k12.ca.us. The live session will be tonight, October 20th at 5 p.m. You will need to go ahead and click on the Zoom link that is placed on our webpage. We will have an English Zoom session and a Spanish live session. At this time, we'll be answering any of your questions that you have had, that you have emailed in, or any of the questions that you still have and you'd like us to answer them during the live Zoom session. Thank you very much, and we hope to see you tonight.